Hi guys, it's Jen. Welcome to week 2 of our Veronica project. If you remember, week 2 is the week where we will go out into our community and find someone who is grappling with the same question that we had from the book last week. If you remember, my question specifically dealt with finding the boundary between our personal passions and our responsibilities to our community, and especially when the two disagree. If you have people in your community who depend on you or have become accustomed to you living in a certain way and you decide to follow a passion in a different direction, how do you reconcile those two things? And, you know, is it possible for it to ever become hedonistic to just go after your passion? Are there any examples of people we can see who made clearly huge sacrifices for the people around them to follow their passion? I always think of the guys who climbed Everest and the one who died when his wife was back home and pregnant. I remember how upset everybody became, and a lot of finger pointing at him for the irresponsibility of that. But I guess, the other point that I remember thinking was that he was a mountaineer when she met him, and I assume that that's part of why she loved him, seeing as it was a huge part of him. And so I guess I also think, would his child have rather have had him for 40 years in a lesser state because he wasn't doing what he loved, or have the legend of him, a man who went after what he wanted. So, I don't know. I think there's a clear argument on either side of that. Okay, so that said, the articles that I was reading to engage in this conversation all sort of just reiterated my question. And then, randomly, Terry Bean of Detroit, a lovely man who is actually producing the TED event that I'm working on, and he sent out this random tweet. You have to hear this. This is today, by the way, as I was preparing for this project. Where does your knowledge, passion, and interest intersect with the needs of the world? Find that, then live your purpose. So here I had this either or question that I kept saying, when do I do this, and when do I do this, and he sort of poses it in a new way, that your passion is actually finding where those two things intersect, and that's where passion resides, not in the extreme side of hedonism and doing exactly what you want when you want, just because it's what keeps you alive, versus how do we keep other people alive and healthy and happy. So I like this. I think this is a really interesting way to look at it, that the actual passion resides when you're sort of ascertaining what you're really good at and what brings you to life when you're doing it. And then where's the hole in your community where that could serve people, and then bring it together. So let me know what you think about that, you guys, whether you think, I don't know if there's ever a clear answer to the question, but that sort of does it for me. So let me know what you think. Happy Monday. That's such an annoying thing to say. Happy Monday. All right, guys. And I'll link you to Terry right down here so you can share in his brilliance.